Okay, I just wanted to welcome everybody to our altered frame class for creating the crafty life. I'm really happy that you guys are here, and I hope you guys are going to play along. Let me know if you need time to get your supplies together or if I'm going too fast. Is it like dragging, or is the connection bad or something? Alright guys, I'm going to start this off pretty simple. I'm working with a wood frame from Michael's, and it is just the $1 frames, and it does fit a 4x6 photo, so it's a larger frame. It doesn't come with any type of inner part here, like glass or anything like that, but I love to alter these. Are one of my favorites. And also, I'm going to end up covering it with paper, as well as do some stenciling and stuff on top of the paper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this down with some Mod Podge. Let me get my Mod Podge out. But first I'm going to go ahead and paint the frame. And if you're wondering, the paper line it's an older paper line, this paper here, from K & Company. So let's just get ahead and start painting this. And I'm just going to paint it with acrylic paint since I'm covering it with paper. Normally I would just use gesso, but I'm going to use this sage green acrylic paint. So we're going to go ahead and do the whole thing, and then we'll go ahead and cover it. Let me get a better paintbrush here. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm not gonna paint this top surface here since I'm gonna go ahead and cover that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paint around the edges and the back side. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. This is pretty simple. Sharon, all she has to do is just have an account. And as long as she's signed into her account, she should be able to be in the chat. The same way that you got in, Johanna, that's the same way that she gets in. Alright, I'm just going to zap it real fast with my heat tool. Oh, okay, then she should be able to do that. As long as she signs in, then she should be fine. Okay. I'm just going to keep painting some of the top edges here. Let me know. I'm thinking I'll move my camera just a tad bit, maybe a little bit easier. I think that's a slightly better view. I'm going to try and make this class no longer than an hour, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's pretty good for the painting. And now I'm covered in paint. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just make sure this is dry real fast before we do our paper. Oh, I missed a little spot. So how is everyone doing today? Okay, so all I did was just cut up my paper just to match the dimensions, and so I'm going to go ahead and adhere it down, and then I'm going to cut the inside from the back side here, like that. So, okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the Mod Podge, and you want a pretty good thickness, but not too thick, because then you'll have a lot of come out. And if you don't have Mod Podge, you could use probably like Elmer's glue, quick dry adhesive. Okay, so we're just gonna put a good bit on there. Okay, clearly not enough on my brush. This stuff does dry fairly quickly, so you want to get it on there as fast as possible. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch brushes because this brush is just soaking it up. I want to make sure you get really good on those edges. Now, since it is Mod Podge, if you do get it on your sides, it'll be okay because it'll dry just clear, so you won't have any issues. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and tear this paper down. And we're also going to spray at the end too, so that some of the colors on here will change. Just want to make sure that's all nice and clear down smoothly. Hi Carly, you made it! Okay, so now that we have that done, we're just gonna bend up these here so they don't get in my way, the little tongs. And then I'm gonna take an X-Acto knife, and that's how I'm gonna cut the inside. You're gonna be real careful. You could also trace the inside and cut it before you adhere it down, but I like doing it this way as well. As long as you have a really sharp knife, it'll work. Knife isn't so sharp, then I don't recommend doing it this way. Make sure you get those corners really good. You can see this knife is pretty sharp because it's cutting a little slivers of that wood. So I think, did it go all the way through? No, it did not. I have to press harder. Alright, I went through that time. There you go. Oops, I have an upside down. There's your pretty colored frame. Sorry for the lighting, guys. I have no idea why the camera looks so dark today, but it does. So, now if you just have a sharp scissors, you can cut around the outside edges, just like right here. So that's all I'm going to do right now. Just make sure it's all nice and you can also sand the paper a little bit too if you want. So I'm just going to sand the edges just to make sure it's all nice and flush. And if you can get on the inside, go ahead and sand that as well. Okay, huge mess over here. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do some, let's see here. I think we can go ahead and do some stenciling. I'm not sure what stencil I want to work with today, so I'm going to give you guys the choice. I have several stencils here. Let's see, I have, okay, I have, cherry blossoms. Here, let's turn it so maybe you guys can see it. I could do cherry blossoms. We could do the damask. I have the branches, gears, the script, also bingo, the harlequin, let's see here, what else, the reverse chicken wire, bricks, and then I have one that has butterflies on it, so I am going to use that one. So you guys let me know which one. I'm going to get the butterfly stencil real fast. Okay, ladies, and I also have, let's see here, I also have the birds of a feather, so I think I may use a little bit of this as well because it's really pretty. And then, of course, like I said, I have the butterflies. So I'm going to go ahead, and you guys didn't say anything, so I'm going to go ahead and, let's see. Maybe we'll do a little bit of the chicken wire. I use a lot of this chicken wire all the time. So we'll do some of that. Actually, you know what? I use so much of that. We'll use a little bit of the bricks. This is sort of like the reversed brick of the Crafter's Workshop template, but it's by Prima. And so we'll start with the bricks. We'll just put it in a couple small areas. Make sure everything's nice and smooth. the brand script or damask. Okay, before I start using the brick, let me see here. Okay, I could do the damask. Let's see where the damask at. There it is. Okay, I could do the damask instead of the brick. Okay, I'll go ahead and do the brick or the damask instead. I haven't used that one yet, so I'll use it in a couple areas. And it's already got this really pretty, oh, what do you call it? Oh, it'll come to me. A music note paper back behind there. Okay, there's a little bit of sanding dust, so I'm just going to brush it off before we start with our, and then you want to make sure you put those tongs back down so it sits flat while you're doing it. Okay, so let's grab my Beyblade. Sorry if it's like really noisy in here. Okay, so I'm going to use the golden modeling paste. Oh, guys. I hope the connection doesn't look real bad, guys. I'm trying. Okay, the clocks I love too. It's really nice, Tilly. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I got my little knife here. Okay, and so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do this whole section down here. Let's see here. So I think I want, okay, I'm just trying to figure out where I want everything to go. Because there's going to be a lot of flowers and stuff on it, so I don't want to cover it too much. And so there's going to be the branches with the little bird cage. Let's see here. Well, I may not put any butterflies on it at all. I don't think there'll be enough space. Because we'll stick, see if we can do it like that maybe. Okay, I'm going to put the bird one on there first, and then in the other areas I'll go back with the damask. This way we get it nicely on here. Okay, I think that's roughly where I want it. This one is really pretty, guys. This is new to the shop. I love this one. This is so pretty. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead. I don't like to make it too thick, but I do like there to be some dimension, so I put a little medium layer on top of here. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Oh, that is really, really, really pretty. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and clean the stencil off and let that air dry a little bit. And there's definitely, it's definitely thicker up here. I'm sure you can see the dimension. Oh, it's got a little touch of the birdhouse over here. Where are we at here? Okay, I'm just going to use some baby wipes to wipe this down. That's all you really need if you've never used stencils before. But I did put quite a thick layer on here, so I'm going to go ahead and take this to my sink in my bathroom real fast. I will be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to leave that one out of the way. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to dry it. And then we'll go ahead and do the damask. I'm sorry, for some reason, every time I do these classes, my internet doesn't want to cooperate and it becomes very pixelated. Hey Deb, you're fine, honey. You didn't miss too much yet. I messed up and started the class late. I don't know why. I thought it was at 7:30 rather at 7. So you didn't miss too much. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's dry what we wrote on there. And this one area is going to be a little more difficult. It's going to take a while to dry. It is kind of thick up here. And you can definitely scrape the edges, like if you've got a little bit that went over, like so. It will not hurt anything at all. And I do put trim on the inside, so around this area here it might be a little bit more difficult just because of how high it's raised, but we'll see how that works. And it'll pop much more once we start spraying it with color. I'm going to be working with some different colors today. I'm going to be working with purple and peach and green. I know, not my normal colors, but I'm making this for my mom, and those are the colors she has requested. So I was like, okay, I hope it turns out good, so we'll see. Purple was not in my comfort area, so, but it's okay to experiment a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's dry enough that we can start stenciling with the other one. I just don't want to bump it. So let's see if we can get just a little bit of the damask. Maybe just on this side, but we just do this side over here. Okay, we're just gonna do okay, we'll just do it just like that. Deb, are you crafting with us tonight? I am going to try to do this one not as high in the dimension. Okay, very pretty. Oh my gosh, if you guys could see this in person. So, so pretty. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead. There's a little bit of globs just on the edge right there. Just going to grab those. Okay, and then I'll turn it around so you guys can see the demasking. This is a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous template here. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do one more section down here at the bottom before I go wash my template off. So let's see here. Do want to be kind of careful. Actually, I'm going to go wipe this off a little bit because I did get it on the opposite side. Just going to use some baby wipes here. You want to be careful because these are really intricate and you'll end up pulling up the little edges. Okay, so that's good enough for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this. I'm thinking thinking maybe somewhere right around here. Actually, I'm just gonna have it right in here. Okay. So I think that's it for our stenciling. I'm going to go ahead and wash this stuff off and I'll be right back. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Okay, so we're just gonna let this stuff dry some. Okay. Okay, we'll just let it keep drying while we work on a few other things. Okay, so the colors I'm going to be working with are the Fuzzy Navel Peach Starburst Spray, the Open Arms Amethyst Starburst Spray, which is a very deep purple, and then if it's buckling, you put too much Mod Podge. You have to make sure the layer is not real thick. Because what it's doing is it's too wet. And once you stick your paper down, if you have a thicker layer, take like a credit card, or if you have a brayer, and smooth it and let it splooge out the sides, and then you can just wipe off the excess from the sides. Okay, and then the other color I'm using is the My Mojito Green. This has become my staple color. I absolutely love this color. So I'm using that to kind of tie in the purple and the peach, which definitely is not something I normally put together. So, but I think it's going to work out great. This the paper I chose has the purple, a touch of green, and then it's not really peachy, but it's kind of a cream color, so I know the peach will go well with that. But we're going to end up spraying it, so a lot of those colors won't even be there anymore that are on the paper now. So, we're going to trying to think if I want to do an overall spray, or if I want to spray it first and then do the embellishments a little different. Because I do want a little bit of the pop of the darker color of the purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some trim to put on the inside, because I know I want the trim to be to pop some. So let's find some trim here. Some type of lacy trim. Okay, let's see what we've got. This is really pretty. And I know this already has some color on it, so I'm not sure if that'll work. Let's see. I have this one here. This one might be the one I'm going to use. I've used this one before. This is one of my favorite ones to use on projects like this, because it will color up nicely. And then it'll also leave that white where the pearl is at. So I can do it this way, or I can do it this way, kind of going into the frame or into the opening a little bit. So I think as soon as my glue gun's all heated up here, we'll go ahead and we'll start gluing down this particular trim here. And then I am going to use, this is the leftover spray from my my last online class. I did a canvas and I used the top part of this spray here. This is by Recollection, so I'm going to go ahead and use the bottom part of this, probably right up in here. And then I have the nice big gardenia to go down right in there. And then we'll just put some other flowers over here. And I'm not going to do too much crazy embellishing. I just want to do a more simple altered frame, but with some really pretty stuff going on. I will put some flowers up in here a little bit. And so we'll see how this works out here. So I've got that. I do want to use, while everything is drying and heating up, I'll grab some more embellishments. Actually, let's see here. I have some lace too that I can also add. It'll get colored, so I think I want to add this lace down here, which I know kind of colors this up, but you know, it happens. Okay, I do want to put that lace down there. And I don't think I have any more of this lace in my shop. I'm not sure. I also have this brown lace. This brown lace is gorgeous. I don't know if that'll look better. That will definitely pop once it's colored, because it'll keep that kind of that brown look going, but it won't go that great with the purple, so I'll put that one back. Let's see. Do you want to do a little bit of the candy gem sprays? I love these things. I mean, I love these things. Probably end up using them up here along with the other flower. Use that one there, and then I have another one, and I really like this green. It'll match really good with the My Mojito green. So I'm just laying things out to see kind of roughly how this is all going to look here. And I think I could even fit, I don't know if that might be a little too much. Let's see here, what else do we have? I have all sorts of things, so we'll just keep playing around with this. Start getting some things adhered down before we start spraying. Okay, let's go ahead and get this lace on here before we do anything else, so we can see where we're at. Let's see here. Oh, where did that other lace go? Here it is. I think this one will go down first, and then this one. Forgive me if I'm talking to myself. Okay, and I think that one will go on top of it. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this lace down first. And I probably only need about, I'll just go ahead all the way across. Alright. I have lost my scissors. Oh, right here. Right in front of me. I'm going to cut a little excess because I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around the sides a little bit, I think. Okay, so we can go ahead and start gluing, and I am going to glue this upside down. For me, it'll be just easier to do it this way. Actually, let's see here. Let's put it right on the lace itself. I am so sorry, guys. If there's an... Oh, that looks really dark. I have my light on. I don't understand. Here, hold on, guys. Let me get this adhered down a little bit. And then I'm going to change my lighting because it is really horrible in here. Okay, is that better? I think that's better. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. We don't get so much shadow. Okay, so go ahead and keep gluing. Kelly, did you end up getting it fixed? Okay, I'm just checking to see how much that has dried. Okay, so we got the first leaf on here, so let's do the second trim. And we're going to do second trim this way, I think. Right? Yes, I think it'll look good that way. I know, don't you hate those ads? I'm sorry if I'm being really quiet, guys. There's not a lot to talk about this part here. Just gluing down some trim. And I'm definitely going to be layering some more trim on top of that. I loved layering. Okay, so go ahead and there we go. And for some reason, this side's not so straight. Just heating it up a little bit because it's not straight over here. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. Oh, thank you, Carly. Yeah, it's gonna really come out. It's gonna really start taking shape in a second here. So I'm gonna start adding all the other little things to it. Try to figure out what I want on here before, so we can spray. Not quite sure. I know I want this. Roughly right about there. Okay, and then I'm gonna get some, let's see here. I want to use okay, so I'm going to use some of the daisy pearl trim, the large daisy pearl trim, and I'm just going to have it go all the way on the bottom from edge to edge. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start doing some gessoing. Let's get ready for a little bit of spraying. Let's see. You guys hate glue strings. Okay, and this is just prepping so that the pearl trim, I want this to take the color of the sprays. You want to make sure you put a nice, good layer on there. So go ahead and do another layer. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a second coat. You definitely do not want to use a foam brush for this. You want to be able to get in all the little nooks and crannies. Okay. So I'll probably end up going back and just doing other things, but as of right now, I don't know what else I'm going to put on here. And I know the class is already gone about an hour already. So I'm going to take this spray, and I am going to gesso all the acrylic areas. And it kind of gives it like a frosted look. Which is rather pretty. You can see that. I'm really sorry how pixelated everything is. And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the beauty of mixed media. And then I'm going to go ahead in with some ink, some matching ink, and I'm going to ink these up. And I'm going to do it with the purple. I'm going to go ahead on that back side too. Just get a little bit of that paint on there. Okay. Oh, I will, Carly. Do you need to go? Are you going, Carly? Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this down. I'm trying to speed it up here for you guys. So I'll probably do like tiny touches and everything after the class, if we're not able to stick around for the entire class. I'm going to try and get this so it doesn't go... I don't want it to stick too much up over the frame. So let's see here. And I want room for a little bit of other flowers too though. So let's do it right there. Looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And I should have done this beforehand, but let me get my wire cutters. Okay, that's where we want that. Go ahead and apply some glue under here. Okay. And I think I am just going to spray with the flowers, and then I'll go in later and add the darker purple flowers around in different areas for like a little accent. That way I want to do a nice kind of overall spraying. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this down. I'm just curling the little stem up here. It adds a nice little touch, a little accent. And then you just spin it out. That way you just get that little accent right there. Okay, let's go ahead and add that. There. I don't know if I want any leaves before I do this. I'm not going to worry about the leaves. I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing. Okay. Okay, so that'll go in there, so it'll sit up. Need to move it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to get some other flowers to add in here. I've got, let's see here. Sorry for all the noise. Okay, let's see. Got some of these roses. I think this is what I'm going to use. And these right in here. Okay. Okay, how's everyone else doing on their projects? Oh, thank you, Carly. Yeah, I know this is going to take a lot longer than the class, so I'll probably end up stopping the class soon here, since it's getting pretty late, and I'll have pictures and everything of the finished project. But nonetheless, you guys will see the majority of the process. I really wanted to show you the spraying, but I still need to do some stuff up here. But we'll see. If you guys want to stick around or just watch it later, you can do that too. Okay, welcome back, Tilly. Let's go ahead. Just when I do flower arrangements, I take a bit longer because I play around with them. So forgive me, guys, if this takes a little bit longer. Oh, I really hate glue strings. Okay, let's do... I should have had the music on for the class. Sorry, guys. Oh yes, canvases are wonderful, wonderful for stenciling. I did want to add something right in here. I'm just not sure what. Thinking of like another little mini frame. But that's something I'll have to show you guys later, because if I do put a frame there, I don't want it sprayed a whole bunch. I'd like it to pop out a little bit. So that'll go on later. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this top part up here since I've got this little area done. And we are going to work with, you know what, I might actually just use another big gardenia here. Or, let's see what the small one looks like. I don't know. How about we do... these flowers. I have these really large roses. Really pretty. Where's my gardenia? And I have these little gardenias too. I was thinking of adding those down in here. But I don't like that. Okay, I have these other flowers, I just can't get them out. Come on, work with me. There we go. Okay, so I have these ones up here. Don't know why, I'm just not liking it. Sorry I'm being so indecisive, guys. It'd go a lot faster if I could just figure out what I want up here. Okay, I think that looks better. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and glue this one down. We'll figure it out. It takes me forever and a day to do this stuff. I am not the quickest crafter, so sometimes things take me just a bit longer. For some reason I like desperately want this gardenia to be on here, even though it doesn't work. So it's gonna have to move on to something else. Okay, let's get some of the little flowers here. They're kind of big. Need okay, guys, it's starting to come a bit more together. A few things you may not see in this, and that would be like, I might put a title down here at the bottom. So just a couple things that you're not gonna see. Okay, where'd the gardenia go? And now it's time for the gardenia. Okay, now it's starting to come together more. Let's get some of these guys on here. Okay, where did those sprays go? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start putting in these little sprays here. I hope that looks okay. I know I kind of covered up that background a little bit. And you can sort of see the birdcage back there still. Okay, I'm going to kind of let that pop up some there down there. Again, sorry for being so quiet. I just kind of get in the zone here. So I'm trying not to use too much acrylic stuff on here since I do want to do a lot of spraying. Okay, I need one more of those roses. Where are they? Now we'll glue this one right down. Any questions so far, guys? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add a few calla lilies in here as well. These are just the little paste calla lilies. That's where I want them or not. Oh, I completely forgot to put that other spray on the other side. Okay, sorry for all the fiddling around. Alright, is everyone still sticking around? I'm surprised you guys are staying so long. Alright, so this is what we've got going on so far here. Oops, I've gotten some of this stuff. And I need one flower to go. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this calla lily right in here. Alright, hold on one second, guys. I totally just snipped my finger. Those scissors are very sharp. That hurt. Okay, I'm gonna go get a band-aid real fast, guys. I totally snipped my finger pretty good. You'll see that it's bleeding. I'll be right back, guys. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it around so you can see it while I'm gone. Alright guys, I'm back. Boy, did that hurt. Okay. So, I think we've got everything on here that I want on here. So I'm going to clear up the table so we can get ready to start spraying a little bit here. So this is where everything really starts to take shape. I do have a couple little flowers I do want to add. Let me get the rest out of the way first. Thank you guys. I really hope my mom likes it. We'll find out once I start doing the coloring. Oh, I need to... Let's see what other flowers I needed to put on here before we get started. Just teeny tiny little flowers I'm going to put along the spray here. these are the little 10mm roses from Wild Orchid Crafts. I carry them in my shop and I love these. And I have a new flower shipment coming in. It's on its way here right now. And let me tell you guys, those flowers are gorgeous. You guys are going to love them. I'm not going to do the flowers all the way down on this one because I kind of want to, you to be able to move this little thing right here just so you can see the bird cage. I'm just going to stick it right in here. And then I want to stick one right down in here. Okay, but it looks kind of weird without having another flower down in here. Oh well, it'll cover up the birdcage some. Didn't want to, but it looks odd. Okay, so there she is, guys. Let's start doing the spraying. I'm just going to lay some, I have a color catcher I normally use, but for this, the color catcher will block the camera, so I'm going to go ahead and just lay a whole bunch of paper towel down so I don't get stuff everywhere, because I will if I don't. Now, I'm not sure the effect this is going to have, because I'm going to try and do, I think, going from dark to lighter, or I'm going to need to just do just random coloring. And like I said, down here on the bottom, I'm going to end up putting some type of like spray. Wow, does the lighting get a lot better once I add the paper towels? I think I need a new mat, a different colored mat. I think that's what makes the video come out so bad. So I'm going to start with the peach. Even though most of it's already peach already, I'm going to go ahead and start with this peach. I'm going to work the peach on the inside. When I'm done spraying, I will take the Memento ink that I have here to do on here. But for right now, I'm just going to do the spraying. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with the peach, and then we're going to work our way with this one here, and then we're going to do the green on the outside. And then later I may go in and spray just little bits and pieces of darker purples. Alright, so let's make sure we got a good spraying. This is exactly what my mom wanted, so basically it's going to be just this edge part right here. And I don't want it on the acrylic piece, so I'm going to wipe off the acrylic piece only because it becomes extremely glittery. And I do not want that extreme glitter. So, that's why I said the pearl part is, it doesn't always want to color up properly. You get little pools of color. So you can dab it and spray and dab and spray and whatever. So, I'm going to do the peach again over here. And then I'm going to heat dry it real fast so it doesn't pool in that pearls, which I didn't do it fast enough. So it's looking more orangey than peachy. And then just wiping off the little pearls. Oh, hi Alexandra. Yeah, I'm at the last part of the class where I'm just doing all the spraying and the coloring. And my internet's being kind of slow today too, so I'm sure that's not going to help you at all. But let me go ahead and turn this around some because there's not as much peach down over here. Okay, so then we're going to go in with some purple now. So it's got a touch of the color, not very much of it. Now this purple is really dark, so I'm going to try to be as careful as I can. And I am going to use a little bit of paper towel so I don't cover up that peach. I don't want it overspraying into the peach. So let's see if I can cover up some of that peach. I do want it to blend, I just don't want it to blend too much. So I'm going to go ahead and just cover up a little bit. I think that's good. Just because this is a dark color, I'm afraid of it really taking that peach away. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's what the color looks like right on the, oh, I can't even see it. But you see how dark that is? It's pretty dark. So I'm going to try and just spray it as light as I can without, like I said, this is an interesting color combo. This was requested by my mother. It's not normally what I would do together, so we'll see. Okay, I think I don't actually need that. So, and it's taken over the peach a little bit, and that's what I was sort of afraid of it doing. I'm just dabbing off the crystals. I was a little afraid of that. So I'm going to probably go ahead back in with this peach a little bit here. It just looks way more orange than peach to me. I have another color up here that I think I'm going to switch to using. I have this Cape Cod Coral, which is a little bit more pinky, I think. Nope, it's not. It's a lot more orangey. Okay, I'm going to add in a touch of the Cotton Candy Pink. So it's not so orangish looking. I really don't like that at all. The peach is supposed to be more pinky looking. So I hope that helps I hope you guys can see how that's sort of taking effect there. Yes, I am, Alexander. I'm recording. So it's got little touches of peach. Not getting that pink I wanted for some reason. Sorry, guys. Pink is way too light. I'm just looking for a different pink color, because that one is just not working. This one's kind of bright. Let's try this one here. Oh, there we go. Alright, I found what I was looking for. So this is more summery looking to me than it is anything else. Let me go ahead and dry some of these colors. But you can see the colors really blending together and taking effect. I'm going to go ahead and one more round with the purple and then the green at the end, and then we'll be done. So you kind of really lose the background because I sprayed so much, the actual paper itself. But the paper helps it absorb. I've tried spraying directly on wood, and I do not recommend it. It's not the easiest thing to do. So if you do want to spray wood pieces, I would cover it in paper first. I have a project that I still need to upload and share with you guys. It's a altered birdhouse. And I directly sprayed on the wood, but it was kind of a very long process to get the sprays to stick. So, even it does come out pretty good, but it's very it puddles and gets splotchy. Okay, we're gonna go one more time with this purple, and then we're gonna be done with the purple. So I just want. Sprayer does not want to work properly. Okay, so I did a nice good amount of this purple. Normally I wouldn't go so dark, but since this is for my mom, she wanted it. She didn't want light purple as much as the dark. So, and whatever's getting on this spray here, I'm kind of leave most of it on there because it's kind of taking a really good effect. Okay, and then we're about to go in with the green. So I'm going to go ahead and spray the, or dry this and then the green. And then I'll probably do a little bit of whitewashing too, or with the gesso just a little bit, just to tone down some of the errors slightly. Okay, now let's where that green go. Now we're going to go in with the My Mojito green. Very pretty, like moss type green color. I'm going to go ahead. And I'm going to spray it kind of close because I want to control where this is, the overspray is going. It's going to mostly pick up on the flowers. Telling you, these older sprayers from Lindy's give me lots of trouble. Okay, so alrighty, I think it's good and done, and I just got a little bit of puddling that will go ahead and give it a little bit. Alright. And the center of this flower didn't get a lot of the spraying, so I'm going to go ahead over it with the peach, let that peach color pop a little bit more. Trying to get that pearl trim there. Doesn't seem to want to take the color. And I know it's hard to see all the colors on the camera, so I will take a lot of pictures and have them posted probably sometime tomorrow. But for the most part, she's done. Drying her up here. Okay, if I do any finishing touches, you'll see it in the photos. There'll be a few added things on here, but the class is already really long, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it. And I'll put some more paper towels back behind there so you can see the finished, as much as you can anyway, the finished crown. And there she is. I know it's kind of dark colors. Not what I normally do, but let's see here. How well can you guys see that? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and I think I'll play around a little bit with some gesso here. Tone down some of these colors a little bit because not exactly what I was going for. I liked actually more what it looked like before I started spraying it. But that's okay. That's what happens. This is going to help a lot. I'm not a huge into glitter and sparkle and stuff, and Lindy's has a lot of that in it. I more so like the colors. So when I do this part here, it brings it more together for me because it gets rid of all the sparkleness, which is more so what I like. I'm not sure you guys can even tell in the camera what I'm doing. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it a night, and it's all done. So you guys have a wonderful night, and thanks so much for stopping by. Talk to you guys later.